All right, team, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Eafc Realistic Manager career. I'm in charge of Harrogate Town. If you missed last week's episode, I say last week's episode, it dropped on Wednesday, didn't it? If you missed the previous episode, shall we say, click the link in the description below and you'll be all caught up to speed, and you'll see why the thumbnail has changed dramatically from Grimsby Town to Harrogate Town. But we are about to embark on our first season in charge of Harrogate, so let's get right in about it. And I'm going to show you some bits that I've been doing in terms of transfer business in the short space of time that I've been at the club. So one thing that I've done is I've actually trimmed the squad right down. I've released a lot of players. I meant to write them all down actually because I thought I'd be able to show you where they were and who the players that I have released were. But I've kept quite a lot of sort of younger players. You see Phoenix Patterson's 25, Marcus Etherington is 19. He's only 53 rated, but he's a player that I'm hoping I can sort of turn into a sort of like a star player. Anthony O'Connor, he's stayed, he's 33, but basically I've released a lot of players that were over 30 because I did have sort of quite a large chunk of my players over the age of 30. Conor McElhaney I've kept as well, but he's actually a decent player, so I want to keep him for as long as possible. Only 58 rated, but again, decent player to have in the squad. Stephen Duke McKenna's a player that I'm kind of trying to not build the team around, but almost try and sort of make him a focal point of the team. Obviously, he plays in that cam position, so hopefully we can turn him into sort of the focal point of the squad. Ellis Taylor, 23 as well on the right wing, and then so my two forwards that I've kept, Mason Bennett and Sean Mikulski, they're 29. So I want to build sort of like a younger core of the squad, and I will show you why in just a second. So of course, going off my scout report, these are some players that were recommended to me that I have actually made offers for, or at least I've got on the short list. One of which is Harry Clifton, former Grimsby midfielder. I still quite like him, despite the fact that I don't know what his position is for Town supporters. I didn't really want him to leave, but he's at Doncaster Rovers now, so he's one that I'm sort of aiming to put in the midfield, sort of have as again a focal point, sort of my anchor man. Maybe even turn him into a captain. Leadership qualities I think are there for him. James Tilley, also formerly of Grimsby, but on the left-hand side. Again, McElhaney's not getting any younger, so he's one that I can maybe use. And as you can see by his positions there as well, very versatile, can play in a number of positions. Strikers, I've sent a scout reports for Julian Larson from Burton Albion. Shooting between 55 and 65 is pretty decent for this level. Arkle Jude Boyd at right back. I'm aiming to bring him from Cheltenham. And then James Belshaw also isn't getting any younger. He's a decent keeper, but he's 35. So I've got to look at other options. One of which is Teddy Sharman Lowe, who looks like he was on loan at Bolton from Chelsea. So he's one that I'm going to try and bring in. Again, probably on loan. But also as a more permanent option, I'm going to aim to bring in Jake Turner from Gillingham as well. Okay, so we've been a bit active in the summer transfer market, and we've managed to bring in 3 free agents so far, one of which is Joshua Coyote, formerly of Rotherham United, a striker who's going to provide some depth in that position. I've also brought in Patrick Gunnarsson, a Icelandic goalkeeper who previously in the game was playing in Belgium, but has had spells in England with Brentford and a loan spell at Southend United as well. And that seems to be a bit of a transfer coup, to be honest with you. Look at those stats. For a League Two goalkeeper, that's pretty impressive. And his market value is 1.7 million, so we've brought him in for nothing, which is a bit of, like I say, a bit of a coup. And then we've also brought in Keenan Bennett, a versatile-looking winger, who was previously at Notts County and has also spent time, in fact his first club was actually Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. So clearly looks like a quality player, especially with the pace of 72. hopefully he can terrify some opposition defenders. And also prior to the new season as well, I managed to bring in a couple of players on pre-contracts from the end of last season, one of which was one of my scouted players, Julian Larson, the Burton Albion striker. And then the other one was, where is he? There he is, Arkle Jude Boyd, the Cheltenham Town right back. So yeah, I'm happy with my transfer business so far. I have been rebuffed for a couple of offers. Harry Clifton and James Tilley were both, my evaluations were way of the mark of what they wanted for those players, and I wasn't prepared to pay silly money. So we'll see what the scouts come up with before the end of the transfer window. I do want to bring a couple more players in. Just looking at positions we might look a little bit light on. To be fair, we could do with probably... Oh no, we've got 2 left backs. We're not too bad there. But yeah, we could always bring in more faces, you know, just for squad depth more than anything, which is what I said I wanted to do. Okay, so we have reached the beginning of the season. Not had too much luck in bringing any more players in, mainly because not many of the players that have been getting on my scout reports have been sort of suitable. But I'll just take you quickly through a little bit of a run through of our pre-season results. No, it's not the wrong button. That's not the right button, is it? There it is. As you can see, we played a pre-season tournament, and in our first game, we actually pulled off quite an impressive win over FC Cologne, beating them 2-1. But then it went slowly downhill. We were beaten 3-1 by Port Vale, and then lost 3-2 to St Mirren. But with that in mind, let's get into the new season. Let's pick our team, and let's get into our match against Doncaster. So this is going to be my starting lineup, and this will be sort of like my first team throughout the season. I've got Gunnarsson in goal. I've got a back four of the new boy, Arkle Jude Boyd, O'Connor, the captain, at centre-back, Gibson as well, then Bradbury on the left-hand side of defence. In the middle, it's Evans and Ben Fox, Taylor on the right, Keenan Bennett's on the left-hand side of midfield, and then, as I said, Duke McKenna as the sort of focal point in that number 10 role, and then my new striker, Larson, playing up top. On the bench, another one of the new signings will be there in Coyote. I'm going to put Lewis Cass actually on the bench just in case of emergencies. Yeah, in fact, I could probably get rid of Asare, because that's a position that I've kind of got 2 of in the right back. But with that in mind, let's get ourselves into the new season against Doncaster Rovers. Come on, Harrogate.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable
So away we go then. The first game of the new season.
Exactly what we've got.
Harrogate Town versus Doncaster Rovers at a packed Envirovent Stadium.
And you can really see
We're good in transition. That's a lovely ball for Larson. Forced a little bit wide, is he? Oh, straight out the keeper. Duke McKenna might finish up though. He does.
And the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Harrogate are in the lead. Stephen Duke McKenna with the goal.
Well, looking at the replay, this is
Larson
really
did ever so well. It's a good strike. Keeper makes a good save, but he can't get to the rebound. Stephen Duke McKenna scores for Harrogate. It's 1-0. We're off and running. Jude Boyd. Oh, that's a foul.
Good use of advantage there.
But he's still going to take the advantage. End up with the ball. It might end up in our advantage. Taylor's used his room very well there. Gets the cross in. Oh, he's hit the post. It's going to be 2 though.
He scored on his debut.
It's a debut goal for Keenan Bennett. It's 2-0 to Harrogate.
Well, we can see it again, and it's a good initial shot.
It's a great shot on goal. He's done everything right except the finish. I think that was Larson. It comes off the post, and Bennett's the right place at the right time. Molyneux, he's done well again. Oh, he's plucked out by Gunnarsson, and that's the end of the game. So we win by 2 goals to 0. It's a good start to the season for us. a 2-0 win over Doncaster. Doncaster must have been relegated and would probably be one of the favourites for promotion in any sort of real life season. So that's a really good win.
Come out with their grades for this match. He's going to get very high marks.
I think Bennett might have won man of the match, and rightly so. Actually, he's played really well.
And demands more from his teammates on a regular basis. Thoroughly
So,
the result.
decent start to the season there. I'll take that. So we'll move things on a little bit, see how things are going towards the midway part of the season. So we've reached what I call the traditional midway point of the season, which is Christmas. And as you can see, we are currently 8th in the table. From our 22 games, we've won 10 and lost 8 of them with 4 draws. And we have a goal difference of +1 and 34 points. So we sit just outside the playoff spots. It's literally only on goal difference that it's keeping us out of the playoff zone. It's Exeter that are the team immediately above us. We do have a bit of a tough ask though, because we're playing AFC Wimbledon in our next game, which is tough because they're in the last automatic promotion spot. But we are only 5 points off them, so if we can get a win against them and maybe bloody their nose a little bit, then we could set ourselves into good stead for the new year. Unfortunately, and I mean this very much tongue-in-cheek, only in terms of the game, Grimsby are in second place. But we do play them on the last game of the season, so that will be quite interesting to see where both teams are at that point. And it's Shrewsbury who are top with 44 points and haven't actually lost a game yet this season. So just bringing up the rear of the division, it is Salford, actually, with only 13 points amassed. So Gary Neville and David Beckham won't be too pleased with that, will they? And Newport in the other non-relegation base. Let's just have a quick check on how we did in the cups. The League Cup, as you can see, we're not in the semi-finals. We exited at the 3rd round stage, soundly beaten at the Environment Stadium by Coventry City. After beating Blackburn on penalties, which was a bit of a shock in the second round, and beating Barrow on penalties as well in the first round. So a little bit of a cup run in that. Sadly enough, though, in the FA Cup, it all came to a bit of an abrupt end as we were beaten by Crewe in the first round. And then in the Virtue Trophy, again, not that it really matters, we were dumped out in the second round by Colchester. Although I think, I don't know why we're in the southern section. They've just made this up as they go along, haven't they? We did progress from the group stage unbeaten, which is never a bad thing. We'll just do a little bit of a stats breakdown. So Patrick Gunnarsson has played 27 games. He's only kept 2 clean sheets, which is unfortunate. However, he's played relatively well because we have been getting a lot of decent results. Just have a look at who our top scorer is. Where is it? Keenan Bennett's has weighed in with 6 goals from left wing, which is decent. Duke McKenna's got 2. Taylor's scored 12, actually. That's a decent output from him. Mason Bennett has got 6 goals for us. Coyote's come in with 4, and Larson come in with 2. So, with all that considered, I think we've got a game against Wimbledon to play. And I believe it or not, the game's actually taking place on Christmas Day in-game. Yeah, me neither. But hopefully we can get ourselves a nice present of 3 points.
Thanks for joining us live.
So here it is. Merry Christmas, everybody. December the 25th, 2026, and Harrogate Town are hosting AFC Wimbledon at the Environment Stadium. For Wimbledon, he's going to go for goal, and Gunnarsson saves it. But he can't keep the rebound out. That was poor. Bad decision making from our defenders. And Matthew Stevens puts Wimbledon into the lead after just 12 minutes.
Well, look how he gets round his marker with a lovely bit of skill.
That's my fault, that. I should have just put my foot through the ball and got it out of play.
Nice goal, that.
Gunnarsson couldn't really do anything about the rebound. He gets sort of underneath his body.
It's left for play.
Evans. Is anyone making a run? Bennett is. He's onside as well. Yes! We have an equaliser with 9 minutes to go. Mason Bennett. It's scarcely deserved. But we'll take it. Quick check towards the linesman to make sure he's onside. No question of it. Great finish. It's 1-1. And we're in for a finish now. Fox gives it to
So
Barnes.
much space to attack.
Is there something here?
Good cross into the middle.
Oh, no, there's not. Bennett was offside anyway.
And that is the
Ah, well,
final
it's a
whistle.
draw,
Well, nothing to
which I'll
split the two
take.
sides, and the point shared. What did you
Considering
make of
for
the home
81 minutes it looked
performance
like we were
Well,
losing
I
that.
think you have to see it as a point game, don't you? Far from the easiest game, but they kept fighting until the very
Point
end,
gain definitely for
believing
us.
that they'd get another chance
Wimbledon
or
will
two.
see it as a point
Probably
dropped.
the fair result.
Well, he's performed
But I'll take
admirably,
it.
a really good performance. Managed to put his stamp
Possibly
on the
even
game.
could have won it
And I thought he did
towards
well
the
today.
end.
Always an option, never afraid to get on the
But
ball.
never mind.
He stood
A
out
point's
for
a
me and
point.
helped his team get the draw.
So we'll shift time on a little bit now. 1-1 on Christmas Day. We have made it to the final day of the season. And look at that for a league position. Harrogate Town are in 3rd place in League 2. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Although automatic promotion is not fully boxed off just yet. As you can see, we are 3 points clear of Wimbledon. But you can also see they've got a far superior goal difference. They've got 9 goals more than us. So, or their goal difference is 9 more than ours. So we just need to avoid defeat. And look who we're playing. Grimsby, my former club, who are in 2nd place. I'm pointing at the screen, I don't know why you can't see it. Are in 2nd place. A win, and we could overtake them and finish 2nd in the division. Losing doesn't even really bear thinking about, especially if Wimbledon get a win as well. Boys and girls, the stage is set. This could be a promotion party. Let's get stuck into it.
And a draw is all they need. Stay with us. We'll have every kick of the ball live on EA TV. Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable
So here we
day
go
for
then.
football,
Complete
and that's
contrast
exactly what we've
to
got.
this time
Derek
last
Ray
year
here
for
in the
both
commentary
teams
position,
actually.
joined for analysis
Harrogate
by Sue
and
Smith.
Grimsby
And these fans could well be
in the
celebrating
automatic
something
promotion
significant
places.
today, namely promotion. Sue, what are
A
your
win and we
expectations for
overtake
today?
Grimsby.
Yeah,
A
you
draw
can
will be
sense
enough
the
to see us
nerves around the
promoted. I do
crowd.
want to
They
beat them though,
know
of course I
how
do.
big
They
a
sacked
game
me for
this
God's
is.
sake.
A quick, aggressive start.
Bennett's on the
Bennett's
ball.
again though. Gets the
Delivering
cross
it
in.
into
It's
the
Larson.
box.
Is it this time? Yes it is.
That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Julian Larson. It's the goal we've been waiting for. And Harrogate Town are in the lead.
Well, take a look at this again, and the
In the
delivery
promotion
is spot
decider.
on. It's right into the danger area.
It's a good finish
And
as
all
well.
the forward has to do is get on the end of it, which he does so well. It's a
Does well
really
to get
nice
himself
finish.
between Pim and the ball. Not heard anything about how Wimbledon have been playing.
Liam
or
Gibson.
anything about their
That's a good
score. Not that it might matter. Here's Duke McKenna. Is this the moment? It is.
Going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal.
7 minutes
It's
into
a
the
matter
second
of
half, and that
avoiding
might
any
just be
silly
it.
mistakes.
Well, just look how he gets his head up, spots the run. It's a lovely pass. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the
Harrogate
goalkeeper,
2-0
he
up
just
against
goes for power
Grimsby.
and smashes it in the net.
It's within touching
Quality
distance
finish.
now, boys and girls. It really is. Duke
Will it
McKenna
go in?
again. Oh, it's a good
Still
save.
alive.
Larson keeps it in. Duke McKenna scores though.
To
It's
increase their
3.
advantage to 3. Can
Game,
they
set
be
and
stopped?
match. Harrogate Town are going to be in League One.
Well, take a look at this. The manager won't
Wait
be
for the
happy
scenes
with
at
how
full
his team
time. What a
defended
finish this
there.
is though.
You've got to get rid. Show some fight when you're trying to win
Larson
the
did
ball
well
back.
to keep it
It's
in
just
play.
not good
I
enough.
should have been just happy to let it out for the corner, but Duke McKenna, he's not even really looking, is he? What a finish that is.
Hey.
And that's it.
And there it is, the final whistle.
Promotion
And the fans will be
confirmed.
leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, that was an emphatic result, wasn't it? They looked
Harrogate
so
Town
confident in
are
attack.
getting promoted
Every
to
time
League
they went
One.
forward, you thought they were going to score. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that.
What a moment. For the first time in their history, they'll be in the 3rd tier of English football. Absolute scenes at the Enviro Event Stadium. Celebrations in full swing, and rightly so. Third place finish, in fact second place finish confirmed. Well, what do you make of that? What more can you say? Let's just have a quick look at the final league table. There we go, in black and white. Harrogate Town, second place in League 2. 2 points clear of Grimsby. Shrewsbury absolutely smoked the division, finishing top with just 3 defeats, 93 points. That's an incredible achievement. Playoffs made up of Wimbledon, Barrow, Swindon and Bradford. Exeter just missed out. And then as we go further down the table, Salford City finished bottom. 23... Oh, not 23, but a good 17 points. I'm not very good at maths, I'm sorry. 17 points behind Walsall, who also finished in the relegation, but not relegation places. We'll just have a quick look at the other competitions. So Forest won the FA Cup, which has probably landed their manager with the sack now. Liverpool beat Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final. The Virtue Trophy was won by Preston, beating Leyton Orient. Playoffs not been decided yet, but there you go. And then we'll have a quick look at the stats breakdown for our team as well. Ends the season with 11 clean sheets from 42 league games, which is quite something. It's why I signed him, and like I say, I think I've unearthed a bit of a gem there. Let's just have a quick look at some of the other stats. O'Connor and Gibson, 11 clean sheets between each as well. Jude Boyd contributed to 8 of them. Ben Fox has played 56 games and he's scored 5 goals and 4 assists. Average rating of 6.5 or 6.5. Well, we'll call it 6.6. Jack Evans contributed as well. Let's have a look at the scoring charts. Keenan Bennett's only weighed in with 8 goals and 3 assists actually. Not quite been what we expected of him, but played well enough. Duke McKenna, 37 appearances, 29 of them in the league. The stats don't make for particularly great reading, but he's been our main man. One of the best players, definitely. Mason Bennett weighed in with 14 goals. I think he's probably our top goal scorer, yeah, very much so. Coyote came in with 8 and Larson with 6. So, all in all, a very good season. Well, great season, let's be honest. We will be saying goodbye to a few players. Obviously, contracts are coming to an end. But it is what it is. That's football, I'm afraid. So we'll skip things on a little bit. Just end this season. And then George Lloyd of Shrewsbury, again, formerly of Grimsby as well, was the player of the season. Liverpool have won the Conference League. Wonderful for them. So, yeah, we'll just skip forward now to the end of the season and just close this video out. So, there we go then. We've reached the end of the 26-27 season. Harrogate Town finished in 2nd place in League 2 and will be playing League 1 football for the first time next season. And you can see that next week. The first video in League 1 will drop next week. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you've got your notifications turned on for when that video does drop, and also be subscribed to the channel for more stuff like this and other fun stuff, because obviously FM26 is coming out soon as well, which I'll be getting and be playing on the channel. You can follow me on socials as well if you like. The details on how to do so are below. But I'm signing off by saying thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.